Okay, so this is the first Q&A I've done in a while. Tell me if there's any problems with the video or audio. Everything looks good on my end. This is a strange angle. What's your favorite color? You look like a 10-year-old with facial hair. He's so cute. That's sus. Is he going to say anything? Well, hopefully kind of hard to have a Q&A with inky cues. Chat asks, what's your favorite color? Probably black or white, one of those two. G59 Taylor, hello. Latino Heat. It's supposed to be cues only. Oh, with cues only, I got it. That's funny. So, yeah, I haven't done a Q&A in a while. Is Ethan pissed Oregon lost last night? Probably not. He doesn't really care about sports that much. How has your overall mood been lately? You seem very introspective. I think that's the right word. Are you nervous? That's a good question, Shelby. I think. So one thing there's like things that I want to talk about, but there's never like a good time to say that. You know what I mean? It would be weird to just start speaking my mind randomly during like streaming. But basically, like the thing with this project is if you're a normal like creator or streamer or anything, and you start to feel like just like unsocial, right? Like you just don't want to talk to anyone, or if you start to feel like depressed or anything, then you take a break, right? But for me, there's no like option to take a break in this project, you know. So it's just kind of like socially disconnecting a little bit. But obviously, continuing to stream is. So yeah, I think recently I've been a little more serious and a little more like focused on myself. Are you nervous? I'm a little bit nervous for this. I don't know. I haven't done a Q&A in a while. What was your favorite thing during your trip to St. Louis? My favorite thing was the podcast in New Orleans. That was awesome. That made the whole trip worth it. It was like all my friends in one place. I'm getting a haircut, and the haircut is the Michael Gerry cut. Charles Mowbray. What's up, Chris? You look like a snack. Shelby buy her glasses from Trader Joe's? That's a better question for Shelby. She can't see that, but I can relay that question. Go to my good mod. I think so. Yeah, I haven't seen any problems out of you or any other mods, and I've been pretty happy with what's been going on. There've been a couple days where people are like irritated with spamming the chat, which is like usually Chris or Poppy Chulo just like putting song lyrics. I think that irritates some people, but generally I think it's been pretty fine recently. Key Lime, who will be some upcoming guest stars? Okay, a couple of good questions. My brother's coming out in 4 days, so he's going to be the next guest star. There's actually supposed to be one of my friends who was on the stream in Chicago in late February. She was supposed to be visiting this week, but she decided not to visit. She changed plans. She's not here. How do you feel about finally reaching 1K? It's a good question from James. I feel kind of good about it. I was going to make a Patreon when I reached 1K. But I don't know. I've been just thinking a lot about the project and I don't know. I'm having some conflicting thoughts about that, so I don't know if I'm going to do it. What is your next fitness-related goal? That's a good question. Well, me and Ethan and Davey and Daniel, if he moves out. Oh, and so another guest star, Daniel might be moving out to College Station to live here. Daniel, who visited with Clayton earlier, this past month. And on September 11th, we're going to do the Marine Physical Fitness Challenge. So it's running 3 miles, pull-ups, and sit-ups. So I've been kind of training for that, but not really. My next goal actually is to do 100 push-ups in 2 minutes, which is harder than it sounds, because it's something that Daniel said that he was trying to do, and so I feel like it'd be fun to try and do that as well. Does it bother you having so many guys thirsty for you? Lol. No, it actually doesn't at all. I think it's kind of flattering. The only thing I don't like that's been happening a lot, since pretty much the beginning of the project, is a lot of guys will make fake accounts as girls on Instagram, and then DM you and just say really thirsty things, and it's just so deceitful or deceptive. I don't know what the word is, but it's really annoying. And recently, at first I just was kind of ignoring it, but recently I've been really calling them out aggressively, and it's a bizarre phenomenon, and they don't. A lot of them seem to not back off after. It's so obvious when they're a fake account, and then I'll be okay, if you're real, touch your left ear with your right pinky finger and send me a picture, and then they'll send a picture of them just, I don't know. It's so obvious, but they just think that you have the IQ of a 2-year-old, and they just continue on with the guys, and it's ridiculous. Can you unhide Chris Senior? I honestly don't know how to do that. Dude, do you want me to buy a pair of glasses just like mine? I'd sign up for sure if you did. Trying to catfish you. Yeah, and it's that. I mean, that bothers me too. That's annoying, but it's just crazy what mentally you have to, the type of mental gymnastics you have to be able to do to just continue this facade when it's so obvious that I know it's a. OMG, there's 2 girls I think that sometimes spam here and something to say. I don't know whether to delete or not. Taylor. Yeah, I know you're talking about. That's so funny. Yeah, it's totally your discretion. Twitch is more a lot more of a I don't know what more a Wild West as far as the chat goes. It's harder to control and people are crazier. So it's just your discretion, whatever. It doesn't bother me. I mean, unless someone's being really mean to other people, I wouldn't personally go through and stop them. But kind of the idea is, if I make you a mod, then it's you sort of get to decide what the chat atmosphere is because I'm giving you that power. The chat's not really for me. It's for the people watching, and so if you watch a lot, then you have the power to make the chat whatever you want. That's kind of the way I look at it. So if that gives you any guidance, Taylor, that smile just tells me I'm glad Michael is switched on to this kind of stuff. What do you mean by that, B? Slow mode helps, but then they spam to turn it off. Yeah. I got catfished once, but I met in person. He wasn't the person in his pics. I thought my life was gonna end. That's crazy. Why? I don't understand how someone like how did that person think that would be okay? I don't know. It's weird. How did I would be interested to know like more about that interaction and how you when you guys met up he like thought that was an acceptable thing to do, or like he thought that you would somehow be okay with that. Omar, Lyra, hey dude, found you on Twitch recently. How has this whole project been treating you from the start till now? Has anything changed mentally because of it gotten harder? Omar, glad you found this and joined, and thank you for the question. Has anything changed mentally? Yeah, a lot. I think has changed mentally. Some things have gotten harder, but okay, so I think like technologically it's gotten a little bit easier because I know more about the equipment and how things work, and the server helped a lot, and just like knowing how the platforms work and stuff. I'm becoming like a lot more of an expert when it comes to that stuff. Not that I am an expert, but I'm just getting better, and so that's easier. Mentally, I don't know. I have more like I have more doubts about the about like the importance of this project itself nowadays than it did in the beginning. So that's a little bit harder. But as far as mentally, I think a lot has changed. But that's sort of like it's hard to describe the way that the effects have been from the project, because it's like I've made changes in my life thanks to like watching myself and like thanks to this project and the people that watch it and like input and things. And then because of those changes, I've sort of had like mental shifts and stuff. But I think like I'm in a lot of ways a lot healthier mental place now than I was at the beginning of this project. But in some ways maybe a worse place, but in like smaller ways, I think. You're not just some horny dude who gets easily thirst traps. Oh yeah. I don't know. I mean, the fake accounts, they're just like really obvious. So once you see one and you like realize that's fake, then all of them have the same characteristics. So it's like it's really easy to tell. But yeah, I'm definitely not someone who would like send dick pics and stuff out over Instagram, or like just send dick pics in general. So it's that's a good thing not to do, because if I did that, then I would be probably accidentally sending those to people who aren't the people who I would be intending to send them to. How does it feel having informed about you on LPSG? Doesn't bother me. I think it's kind of flattering, kind of nice. But obviously, like some of the people in there weren't especially nice, but I think other people in there are probably just nice people. So you're on Twitch. I am. I'm on Twitch and YouTube and DLive as well, actually. But there's hardly ever anyone on DLive, so like basically not even on. Me and Chris and Goat are the real OGs, right, Mike? Not these newbies. Catfishes are just insecure themselves, don't have the mentality at the moment to care about anyone, which is awful. Do you feel more adult now than when you started? Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think I've aged a lot more in the last 8 months than probably a lot of 8-month chunks of my life. But in general, my life has been moving, I think, at like a very rapid pace since maybe like age, I don't know, 18, 19. I just like want to do so much and cram so much into the years that I feel like I go through a lot of changes. I think the 4 months will fly by. Key lime. Yeah, I'm not sure. It's a long time still until the project is over. Like, there's a lot of time left. What is your intent in this project? What is your end game for it? I'll read these Twitch questions in a sec. Like, what would you like to accomplish? Literally, James, my only, the only thing that I want out of it, like, right now, is I just want to, like, complete it. I want to finish live streaming for the entire year, and I don't want to quit, and that's all I want out of it at this point. That's kind of been my goal from the beginning. It's really just finish the project. I've had like side goals and stuff, but they've come and gone. Omar, is he able to read through this chat as well? I am, yes. Was just on YouTube. I find Twitch more comfortable. Got it. I love it here. And hello. We chill on most of the time. Have you felt yourself leaning more towards continuing the project next year? I'm probably leaning more towards not doing it next year at this point, but that's been a gradual shift and like a pretty I was pretty much on the opposite side of the spectrum like a couple months ago. Like a month ago, 1 month ago, I was probably, I don't know, leaning towards doing it next year, definitely quite a bit. Yo, Mike, why do you keep ignoring Bachurski's FaceTime and phone calls? Bachurski asks. Nice shirt, lol. I just found your chat. Well, first, on the Bachurski thing, he called me like 3 times. I didn't answer. And then he texted me and he was like, why do you consistently not answer my calls? It's like, all right, it's 3 calls. Take it easy. Nice shirt, thank you. I just found your channel. James, are you the James that just ordered some merch? Because I saw a James ordered something, and if that's you, I wanted to say thanks for the order. I just found your channel and watched you guys party in Austin last January. It was hilarious watching you guys raise hell and party. Danny, yeah, that was like a long time ago. Feels like a really long time ago. That was me. Cool. Thanks, other James. Will you do a big compilation of best of clips and stuff at the end of the year, like as a YouTube video? Is there So before I started doing this project, I was like a professional video maker, which not as an I don't want to exaggerate, but I mean like my profession was making videos. Like I would get hired by people to shoot and edit and stuff. And me and Ethan ran like a production company together, which those are all true statements, but like we weren't incredible. But I'm definitely a good video editor, and I really like documentary style stuff, and so I'm thinking about like maybe doing a documentary about this project after it's done, because I feel like it's kind of unique. It's never really been done before, so I don't know. That's what I'm thinking at this point. So maybe that will sort of be like the compilation. Is there plans to release more content after the year ends and after this project is completed? Probably. I mean, I like content. I like videos, but it's all about like finding a healthy balance. And I don't know. It's so weird to think about. Like, I want to keep up with this chat, but I kind of want to dive into that. Like, when I started this project, it was kind of with the idea of like social media is bad in the sense that we consume it now, where it's like you go on Instagram or you go on YouTube and you see these images of someone's life, right? And they're like hand-picked portions of someone's life. It's just like a fake representation of what someone's life is, and it's not like a bad thing intentionally that the person is doing, but it's like a dishonest portrayal of their life. And there's no, like, I don't think there's any bad intent in any direction from the person posting it, the person consuming it, but I think that just like seeing someone's life and seeing like a dishonest representation of it can be like a really toxic thing, and that's definitely not a new idea. I think a lot of people think that, but my idea with this project was, like, what if social media was everything, and you like eliminated the factor of seeing only the good things or only the bad things? What if you saw everything? And would that make social media a good thing or a bad thing, a neutral thing, or like way worse? That was kind of the question. So as far as putting out content, that's like a question that I'll have to continue to grapple with in the future, and maybe try and draw some inferences from this. Beast, my question got ignored. Sorry. I'm not trying to. Are you a top or a bottom? I think technically I'm a top. Sorry. I didn't mean to ignore that. I just didn't see it. James, I'd love to see it. Black shirt is super comfy. Feels like not wearing anything. Shelby, I haven't seen yours on you, but I'm excited too. We all know that you're going to get a big name production company behind the documentary too. If by big name you mean Isoplex Productions. Naomi gets head makeup artist. Let's see. There's merch. There's merch. It's like I think it's in the one of the panels on here. Under. No. Oh, I forgot. That's tight that you did that, Taylor. Thank you. That's really cool. The hoodie is a cop. Cool. I honestly want to get the shirt. He has it on maybe next paycheck. The shirt's super cool. Oh shit. A top. Is that an industry term, Naomi? Head versus key? Came over here just for the emote. That was kind of a joke, though. I've never been with a dude, so just in the sense of like girls. Favorite porn star? I only know the name of one porn star, Riley Reid, because she was on like David Dobrik's videos, and she went on the Impulsive podcast and stuff. I don't know the name of any other ones, so she's my favorite. In film, the key is in charge. Gotta do eat cannolis. I don't know if I've ever actually had a cannoli, but they look good. Your acceptance speech for best documentary. Who do you think first? Who do I think first? I mean, I guess my mom. I think that even though my mom like has doubts sometimes, she probably believes in me more than most people. So she's a really good mom. So you gotta think your mom first, right? Hi, Michael. Have you thought about the rest of it? Oh, top and bottom's not gender specific. Okay, gotcha. Have you thought about writing up some of your recipes on websites to help those of us who can't cook? I feel like that would be an insult to the cooking community, because I'm really bad at cooking, and I just make like very thrown together recipes. But there's one the slop recipe, the famous slop that I eat like every day of the week, is there's a video on my highlights channel. Someone asked specifically for it. It might have been you. And so I put it up there. No, it wasn't. I don't know who it was, but someone asked for it, and so I made a highlight of it. Okay. I'm going to try and go through these. I'm going to end it at 10:30 because I'm going to sleep early, but I'm going to try and get through all these real quick. went to my aunt's house and the dogs had babies. You plan on getting into crazy stuff with your brother or keeping it pretty chill? Probably a lot of action sports. Barracks, maybe the wakeboarding thing, lots of skate parks. Steven pulls out the crazy. Yeah, not this time though. Were you inspired by Ice Poseidon? Technically, I think yeah, because he was featured in the. There's one video that I watched that inspired me to do this project, and it was called How Streaming My Life for a Week Destroyed Me, and Ice Poseidon was in it, and he was like one of the guys that the dude streaming his life consulted, and so I didn't know much about him, but in a way, yeah. Johnny B, Michael, what's up? Better go, Quan. What's up? Better go. Your slop's iconic. Good answer. She's great. How are you? I miss your Q&A. Hopefully keep releasing content if this project is completed. I see a big potential in you with content creating entertainment. Thank you. Once he gets affiliate, he can get them emotes. What about this shit pancake? Alright, that's my alarm, but I will answer all the questions that are out right now. Once he gets affiliate. Okay, so about affiliate, I think I'm holding off on. I have the opportunity to be an affiliate right now on Twitch, but it prevents me from streaming on YouTube simultaneously. And YouTube has always been my original and primary platform because it has a better archiving system than Twitch. So, and that's like where a majority of the community is still. Even though I like the people on Twitch as well, but in order to do that, it would be prioritizing Twitch over YouTube, and I wouldn't be able to use YouTube anymore. So, and then after my Twitch got banned for 24 hours, if I get another ban, it's like longer, and so it's like too risky. I think Twitch is more serious with rules. It's too risky for me to put all my eggs in one basket with that. So for the time being, it will be not. I will not be an affiliate. The shit pancakes, you don't want the recipe for them. They're not good. They haven't tasted good yet. But when I figure out how to make them taste good, then I'll make a recipe maybe. Okay. Then you hate it when you take a shower and soap goes in your pee hole. It'd be burning the hell hard, right, Papa Michael? Have you ever tried anal? I've never had soap get in my pee hole in a shower. Have you ever tried anal? I don't really know. I don't think, no, not technically. I might have something, can send it out this week. Cool, that's dope. If they had a straight pride parade in College Station, would you go? Probably not. I don't know. I don't really go to any events. BuzzFeed should produce your doc. BuzzFeed connected to HBO. Okay. Yeah, it's straight. Yeah. I actually was, which was totally my fault, but it's just like if I have an accident like that happen at Ace Plays, then, it was totally my fault. And the sleep stream themselves are actually technically against TOS unless you have someone monitoring it or whatever. No, definitely not intentional. Thanks, guys, for coming on. It's in between. Yeah, thanks all you guys for coming on. I'm gonna get ready for bed, and then I think my plan is to do these every Sunday. So if you have questions I didn't answer, then come back next week.